No, I don't think in India anybody would take pride in killing anybody else, and especially try and say that it is mandated that you've got to do it. Atiq Rehman, do you agree with words like kafir or a concept like kafir? In India, do you believe that that's how it is? It's not about non-believers, but it is about the fact that those who believe in a lesser God, my God is bigger than your God?
Well, Anand, the entire concept of kafir has been misunderstood in the Indian context. I have been on several debates on this on several channels wherein I am trying to explain to people that this is the crux of the problem, that Muslims think that the present day Hindu brethren are Kafirs. It's a very, very negative and wrong concept. The people who plotted to kill Prophet Muhammad during that pagan Arabia period in the early days of Islam, those were the disbelievers or non-believers towards which the Quran says that you call for a killing of them in the battlefield because they are plotting against you. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. The present day Hindu brethren are not Kafirs. Why they are not Kafirs? Because the deities and the idols of them do not fight amongst themselves. The pagan Arabia deities and goddesses and gods, they used to have tribal wars for years together. That's the historical part. This is the distinguish we need to make between the Hindu gods and goddesses and the gods and goddesses of pagan Arabia. So my Hindu brethren are not Kafirs, and that is why it is not at all either advisable or in any way supportive that any Muslim is allowed to kill my Hindu brethren. Second important point over here is, Anand, the Prophet had described the Hindus, the non-Muslims, as dhimmis. He has also gone so far to say, if any Muslim harm a dhimmi, that dhimmi will be getting the protection of Prophet Muhammad himself on the day of judgment. These things are not made public in India, and the Muslim youth are misguided. I do not know from where, from which foreign Pakistani soil or the Afghan thoughts, the Taliban thoughts have cropped in. We need to fight such forces, Anand. The saner voices from amongst
I welcome
the
that,
Muslim community
but
are
please tell
missing.
me, but please tell me, then Atikur Rahmanji, please tell me, who's teaching a 32-year-old, a 34-year-old, a 28-year-old that this concept of kafir? Who are the people who are drilling it into their children and getting them to stand outside the Charminar while riding them on a scooter and saying this is what needs to be done? Non-believers need to be dealt with, they need to be taught a lesson. So where is the community standing up? Where is the second largest majority in this country standing up? Where are the moderate voices, and where is the All India Muslim Personal Law Board or any of the clerics or the ulemas of various schools, various sects? Where is their outright denunciation of any of these concepts? Even the Ajmer Sharif, they did not, they dragged their feet and they just say we distance ourselves. They never turned around and said we reject such a thing and this person can never enter the Ajmer Sharif again. So I'm just saying there is a certain level of soft peddling which is happening from those who claim to be custodians. There is no outright rejection. You are saying this, I know this concept, Atikur Rahmanji, because I read. You know this because you're a student, you're a scholar yourself. But what about the rest? What is this generation? How is this generation and the next generation being taught these concepts? And how is it that Sar Tan Se Juda is being chanted at masjids after the Friday prayer? And the legal version in India is hang the person. This all stems from there,
Anand,
you know,
I
Ghalib,
agree
Salib,
that
Ghalib. It's the same thing. It all stems from that medieval thought.
Somewhere our efforts have failed. We need to work harder, and let me assure you, nobody in the Muslim community is teaching such killings and such hate. As far as the Muslim youth and the Muslim community is concerned, Anand, I assure you, none of these hate killings and messages have been deliberately taught. It is a 99% political agenda of some political elements which are spreading hate. It's a tit for tat between the rightist forces in all other communities. We need to be harder on them. We need to firmly tell them that as a community, the people are never in the community being, deliberately taught these things. No. In none of the Friday sermons, these things are taught. In none of the madrasas, these things are taught.
The